Hi guys, and welcome to the NFA Podcast. My name is Nish. This is Frackers. A stands for anyone else who's listening. Today we have a lot of news for you. If it's your first time, we give weekly updates on the crypto and tech and traditional markets. Traditional markets come from Frackers, and I am more of the crypto degen. But combined, we have a superpower of not giving financial advice.
Yes, our superpower is not giving financial advice, which especially today, my phone was
Yes.
burning up since early morning. So how are
Well,
you doing? Look at
I'm good.
my fake sad face. How are you doing? This is my empathy.
To be honest, it's not my first rodeo. I am wearing red to signify the bloodshed of the crypto market today, though.
Yeah, but it also colors better with the color of the green chili that you're supposed to eat.
Yes, and I have that ready. I do.
What happened last week? So tell me, it was your own idea. Tell me first what
It
you
was.
did.
I shot myself in the foot. That's what happened.
What do you think? Next week, will the crypto market, be up or down compared to today? We're taping on Friday.
I will say up because I'm going to be positive. That's really the only reason. What about you? What's your prediction?
I say it will be a little bit down, but not much because of the whole Ukraine, Trump, Europe, the just general economic friction in the world. Just because
How
of
about
that.
we make it interesting? Whoever gets it wrong has to do the podcast after eating a green chili. Should we just dive right in then?
Yeah,
Or do I have to do this?
You have to first got to do. It was your idea. I didn't say let's have a bet. You said let's make it more interesting. I was like, okay, I hope the market goes.
Mystery pink juice here.
What is that juice?
I'm not telling. It'll remain a mystery.
Okay, it's mystery juice. All right. So it's whatever you put your what is it? Toenail polish remover is what you're drinking to compensate for the green chili.
This is an Indian chili, and any Indian knows that these are the kind where you touch them and then you can't touch your eyes. So
I'm not even really enjoying it. Now it feels sort of bad, but it was your idea, so you know. Oh, you took a full bite. Oh. She ate the whole thing.
It wasn't that spicy.
Which one did you buy? Did you buy a fake one?
No, it tastes like a bell pepper.
You're getting my one eyebrow up, or are you messing with me? How come?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm
It's like no response.
I know it really wasn't spicy. I think I got really lucky.
Back to the market.
Should I have another?
No, I don't have any joy in seeing you suffer or anything. So it was your own idea. So,
how did that happen? That's never happened to me.
No, it's totally that's horrible screenshot, a horrible thumbnail for this video. It's just me going. Yeah. Okay, so tell me what happened in the market. We went from $200 for the CMC 100 to 162. The market cap from over 3 trillion to 2.64. That's a 20% drop in a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so please explain what's happening in Planet Crypto.
Okay, well, a couple of things, right? So, firstly, I want to talk about Pumpfun because we're just talking about the CMC. Pumpfun, though, their token launches are at an all-time low. You're talking 80% down from January alone. So what
is it number of tokens launched or is it the price per token launch on average?
No, the number of tokens launched. So it has gone from 1,200, so 1,200 tokens per day were being launched on Pumpfun. And today that fell to 200.
It's still probably 200 too many, but okay, that's just me being grumpy all night. Okay.
They're still probably all rugs.
Yeah. Wow, what a shock. Who could have seen that one coming?
I said this a couple weeks ago on one of the podcasts, that we are so overvalued as an industry that everyone was like, yeah, Trump's in office and we're going to go crazy and let's go hyperbolic. And then everyone rode the wave. And to be honest, we were really overvalued, you know? And then you had the whole NVIDIA and DeepSeek saga where US tech stocks were just overvalued. Yeah. And all of a sudden everyone's like, well, where's the legislation? All we're getting is tariffs. And so, you know, it's kind of creating this snowball effect. And then what
Too much
makes it
expected,
worse,
right? You think too much expectancy of
I
the
think
first weeks
so.
of Trump.
I think so. And
Yeah.
at the same time, 13 states have filed for opening a strategic state Bitcoin reserve. And Utah and Arizona are leading that now.
So yesterday, yeah, I think it was about 500 billion lost in market cap last, just in one day. Which this comes on the heels of like a few weeks ago, $1 trillion in market cap evaporated after the DeepSeek release, or actually the week after when people realized what it meant for large language models and the tech industry. But it is amazing, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking down what's happening and I can't find anything really other than that.
But add to it that BlackRock has sold $441 million worth of Bitcoin, as well as $71 million worth of Ethereum. But what people aren't saying is that they still hold like 580,000 Bitcoin, which is 50.26 billion as of today.
Oh, wow. More than 50 billion that they hold in BlackRock ETF? Holy
apparently
smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, we have nothing to add other than, well, here's the interesting part. That's why you have no discussion about meme coin, because there's nothing to discuss other than price. There's nothing happening.
There is.
In the price.
There's one thing to discuss about meme coins.
Okay.
The SEC announced that meme coins are not considered a security.
Oh, that I totally missed. You would think that would be bullish news. You're right. For your meme coin folks. I haven't found the derogatory word yet for meme coin folks. I have to find something that's more degrading. Degen, you people think it sounds cool.
It's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
But when
exactly.
you say degenerate, that's when it gets hurtful.
Yeah. Yeah. As if anyone cares. So here's the thing that kind of shocked me. So Bitcoin in the last month, as of today, is minus 22%. But for the year, did you know it's actually up 39 still? Listen to this. Ethereum in comparison. 1 month, the drop has been 32%. And in a year, it's minus 35%. Whereas Bitcoin is up 39%. So if you think of that swing, the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is really insane in my eyes. So it depends what your outlook is, except for Ethereum, which is just downright horrible. It's so bad, we have nothing to add. That's what I thought.
Look, if you look at the 30 and 90-day ETF tracker on CoinMarketCap, you will see that we're down 347.1 million. But if you do go to the year, we're up at 1.9 billion.
It's just the external macroeconomic factors like the Trump tariffs and all that are really freaking people out. And I've learned one thing over the years, which is really a horrible cliche, but cliches are usually true. A nervous investor is a bad investor. And people are nervous. So
this is true. But that being said, AI is also apparently nervous because they're all really down. All of the AI tokens, the entire narrative, I don't know if you've seen, but the price is it's quite low compared to where it was. I'm sure that there'll be a pickup, because there's still the AI trend and the agent trend. But we'll see.
So I have to tell you this. So you just mentioned it, NVIDIA, right? So that's why I'm looking down on my phone just because I wrote this down. I remember that 2 weeks ago, I was so victorious when I said, look, last year, the beginning of February, I invested $100 because I was going to talk about it in my newsletter, how you could invest $100 and what would it do. And then I was so proud because I got it to $600, but with leverage. So the net return was $320. I went from $100 to $320. So this morning, my broker, where I put that $100 in, sent me a warning I was at risk level, which is the first time I've had that. And here's the thing, what happened. So NVIDIA dropped so much. I only have 2 stocks in there, NVIDIA and Palantir, and both of them lost so much that I'm at risk of them executing the sale of the collateral.
No.
Yes. So here's the news. If you look at Bitcoin and NVIDIA, of course, they're 2 different things, right? But as an investor, you look at different asset classes. Bitcoin still for the year, again, for 1 year, up 39%, NVIDIA up 54%. So you beat S&P did like 27 in that year. So I'm sort of shocked, like how bad it is now.
If you remember, it was following the gold price, then it was following the stock market, then it was following the housing market. And I feel like now, I mean, even though you want to say that it's matched up to your traditional finance market, how long is that going to last?
Yeah. Well, okay, but then what could be the next move be? What could it be matched with?
I feel like it's just going to go rogue and just, just do
what does that
something.
mean? The degen things, it might go rogue.
Yes, that is correct.
What
Bitcoin
does
will
that
go
mean?
rogue.
Go
It'll
rogue,
just go on its own. Why is it being linked to all the other asset classes?
Well, for one would be because of the interest rate. It's really simple. If the interest rate's high risk investments are less attractive. So that would be the thing that you always bear against every investment.
Yeah. Well, yes, but I just feel like initially it was because it was a bit new. Now it's come to a point where the industry is just growing larger and larger. Maybe it'll pair with the tech industry. Maybe. But I just don't think it's going to pair up and follow patterns of the overarching traditional finance industry.
That's actually interesting that it could sort of link. Right now, it does appear to follow the same paths as the top tech companies, the biggest ones. Except here's the weird part. When I say top, it will be the fastest growers. It doesn't mean Microsoft and Apple, which are now, since NVIDIA created so much, it's under 3 trillion. By the way, NVIDIA created to under 3 trillion market cap. It's already insane in itself to say that. But Apple and Microsoft are on a sort of a stable path. The weird thing with Microsoft is they're spending so much on AI. Again, I think this year, could be wrong, but I think it's 80 billion. Meta is investing 65 billion in AI. That's just infrastructure. So,
but I mean, Meta itself is quite an annoying company, you know? You can't get rid of it. You know, it's like one of those, like, it's like a cockroach. Like, you just can't get rid of it. You know, it just keeps coming back. So personally, I'm not a fan of the way that Meta builds things. I think they talk too much. They tried with their metaverse. They give up halfway. They spend like 80 bill or something crazy on there. They had 1 billion users at that time, and they still couldn't translate even 100,000 users into their metaverse. You know?
No, it's the thing is, I do find him an amazing businessman for somebody, and I'll make this comparison always with Bill Gates, which doesn't really have anything to do with anything. But Bill Gates was especially a very good businessman. And Mark Zuckerberg reminds me so much of Gates in the sense that he can see something and say it's crap, realize he was wrong. And he said the same thing about Instagram. He was bashing Instagram. Then he bought it for $1 billion, which in hindsight was a steal. And I remember at the time he was getting hammered for it. I think they paid 700 million in stock and 300 million in cash or something. But it was a bargain either way. Then he saw Snap, maybe remember that? And then everybody was like talking about Snapchat. And he just used Instagram and started doing stories. And it obliterated the growth of Snapchat.
I was just about to say that. And a lot of the features are integrated as well, like the map, and you can find other people's stories. And all the best parts of Snapchat he's taken onto Instagram.
Yeah, because I remember using Snapchat. I don't even know my password now probably anymore. But I remember thinking, this is fun. And then he just rolled it into Instagram. Same with WhatsApp. He saw that happening and he saw the growth and he just went out and bought it. And here's the fun story behind that is that the guy who founded Instagram, Kevin Systrom, he thought he did a great deal, the 1 billion that he sold Instagram for to Facebook. And then I think Facebook paid 18 billion for WhatsApp.
That's insane.
Everybody said it's insane, but now there's 3 billion users of WhatsApp. And you got to hand it to Zuckerberg. He got it right again. So his acquisitions have been great.
Yeah.
But as a businessman, you got to respect it.
Yeah, that's true. As a businessman, definite respect. But also, I just don't like him. Like, I just don't like him. I feel like he's just a bit sneaky. He changes according to who's in charge politically. You know, like his views keep changing. Like I think he's just inconsistent. Yes,
yeah, he is.
He's an opportunist.
Yeah, he is an opportunist. And I always feel when I see him, and I don't know him personally, but unlike Gates, I don't know Zuckerberg personally. But when I see him, it's always like he's trying to look like someone else. That's what like now he's got a chain and he's got the watch. And then he does this video. And before he had always the hoodie on, he's trying to be like a guy. I don't care about fashion.
Like the tech guy.
All he said was, I'm the tech guy. And now he's like, I got a $900,000 watch and I'm doing a talk about the economy. And I'm thinking, who influenced you now? But I respect him as a businessman a lot. And I know the people that work there and they actually liked working there. I think that's really important. If people that work for you enjoy working for you. I know I respect Elon Musk 100 times more as an entrepreneur and as a creator.
Yeah.
But I also know people that worked for him and reported directly to him. The feedback on working with Zuckerberg is a lot more positive than the
Really?
feedback of people working with Musk. Yes. Yeah, definitely. And I already
I
know
could see
people are going
that.
to look at my LinkedIn going like, who is it that I'm referring to? But yeah, there's juicy stories about working with Elon Musk that
Yeah.
people who work with him have told me. And
I could see that
yeah,
though. I could. But I also feel like with Elon, what you see is what you get. Like, I feel like he just doesn't have a filter a little bit.
no. Did you hear the story of what Mark Andreessen told Joe Rogan about the recent thing that happened with Musk, what he did?
No?
Kind of amazing. He basically sat down for 18 hours and met with employees 5-minute intervals. Every employee had 5 minutes one-on-one with Elon to tell him what they worked on and to ask him questions and get feedback. And he did it for 18 hours. So which CEO has interaction with everybody in the company? I mean, it's only him. And I found that really, really amazing, those kind of stories. I don't know what you can do in 5 minutes. I can't do shit in 5 minutes, but he can do a lot because he's brilliant.
I'm sure that the employees must have prepared for that conversation as well, right? Because that's their one shot.
Yeah. What did you do today? I did a lot, boss. No, I don't know. The fear must be amazing. But he, and I wonder.
Let's take a selfie.
Yeah, do they? Okay, let's take a selfie first. Okay, what did I do today? Now, I wonder how fast the conversation went. Do you talk faster when you have 5 minutes? Or do you really slow down and say, I have one point I want to discuss? That's what
I'm sure that some employees probably walked out of that being like, oh, I should have said this, or I could have done that. Or maybe they just froze.
Yeah, maybe they froze. So that I would love to see if anyone was there. But that's neither there. So about the markets, we have really nothing other than it's a bloodbath. So we don't have to do a bet anymore because we know you're going to lose anyway. And I don't want to see you eat another, whatever that
It was
fake
so
chili
mild.
was.
It was so mild.
Because it was fake.
But
I fell
maybe
for
next
it.
time.
Yeah. So we don't have to predict the market. Okay, we don't have to predict the market. But is the market going up, do you think, or is it going down for the next week?
I don't know.
The line's getting really bad. What did I can't.
I feel like it's just going to stay in the same place.
I actually think it's going to go up compared to today. I took a screenshot just now. Next week, we'll compare again. I think the crypto market will be up. I just don't think there's a lot of room left to go down.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I do agree with that. But will it be 1 week?
In 1 week. I think it'll be up.
I
think it'll bounce up. So before we go, though, we have one thing to discuss that happened right after we taped last week. I sent you a message. And it was the Bybit hack. Mm-hmm. The FBI came out with a statement that it was the North Koreans, which I think it's great that the FBI follows this space. I'm serious. That is just actually, that can scare off some criminals, hopefully.
Yeah.
What scared me a lot was, did you hear how they did how the hack was done?
Mm-hmm. So, it's wild. It's wild. There's so many debates going on in all of the group chats that I'm on about whether it was an insider at Bybit, whether they're compromised. What do you think it is? Or how about we give everyone a little background for those that don't know first? So basically, they sent over transactions for approval for each employee, right? And that's kind of the way that the backend works. But at the same time, the employees cannot see what transaction. Like, they don't know, what account. So I think they just went into automatic mode and just approved everything. And sure enough, hack happened. But there has to be a better way of regulating that internally as a company.
Well, there's actually that word. So what you're saying now is how I thought it happened. And then when more news came out, here's the worst part. I know that system they use, Safe. It's called Safe. Yeah. I know it's a joke, but the website is safe.global, which now is even funnier because the North Koreans got it. It's very global. Apparently, it's reached North Korea. So the weird part is, and I have done these transactions, so they're multi-sig transactions when several people have to approve a transaction. What you see is, and you use a hardware wallet, in this case, it was being moved from cold storage, cold wallet, to hot wallet, meaning contact with the internet on a centralized exchange.
Yeah. 5
people had to sign off, which is absolutely solid. What they saw on the screen of their computers was just a regular transfer, which you approve, which is an amount going from a wallet to a wallet. What they didn't know, they were actually agreeing to, was an upgrade of the entire smart contract, the smart contract logic, which gave away the whole content of the wallet, the whole safe, if you would go to the additional money, to the Lazarus group. to the hackers. And the scary part is the hackers were able to take over what they saw on the screen. And that is what scared people. And that only way that can happen, the experts tell me, is when they've taken over control over those computers.
That's
so they
actually crazy.
probably infected someone's computer. And I have a very good friend that's in IT forensics and works for a lot of the global largest insurance companies when they refuse to pay out at a hack because procedures haven't been followed, and then the insurance company doesn't have to pay out if it's the fault of the company employees. In the end, it sounds horrible, but it's always some guy that clicked on big boobs here. And it's I'm not joking, I'm dead serious. 99.9% of the time, some guy goes, really, here? Big boobs? Now? Click. Infect some malicious malware. And they've tried this with win $100 million. Bill Gates sent you money. Remember all those spam mails? They don't work.
Lovely women in your area.
And I'm thinking, there are free websites with anything, but then you have to go there. Guys are also lazy, so they're horny and lazy. So there's an email that comes in, oh, let me click on this, on the work computer. And from then on, the malware is on the computer. They were able to take over what they saw on the screen, and that is the scariest part, because it means you're approving something that's not actually what you're approving.
So I heard that there was a code that was injected and specifically designed to trigger only when certain smart contracts were interacted with.
Yeah.
So
they knew who to infect, basically, also, which makes it even more scary. Can you imagine that the North Koreans have a list of people at Bybit that have access to the wallets? Because that's
actually insane.
The worst part that I felt, I'm dead serious. There is probably a South Korean guy working at Bybit. Can you imagine the scrutiny he had at the lunch break? Seriously, that's who I felt the worst for. A Korean employee at Bybit, because everybody's going to look at you. And no, this is what happens at American IT companies when there's a hack from China. They look at all the other Chinese guys. Hey, Feng, was it you?
So while I am frustrated that the entire market's dipped the way that it has, I'm also using this opportunity to dollar cost average, not financial advice, but to dollar cost average, and I'm buying small bits. I've set targets. I also sold last week, so I got really lucky.
Sure.
But I'm using this time to buy back.
Okay, and then that is actually a great thing to close on. So, and I'm still not in the crypto market anymore. So I sold, as you know, earlier this year. I think, was it this year still? I don't even remember. But when it was at 99 Bitcoin. So and I will try and get back in when it goes up again a little bit. So my thing has been, and this is not financial advice, I don't know what the lowest point is. I really thought it was 5 days ago. That's what I know. It dropped more. So I always wait till it goes up a little bit for a week or something and then get in again. And that's what I also did on the way down, which is why I had the sell order at 100K. That when it dropped, Bitcoin dropped. I didn't sell at the highest point. I should, of course, sold it at 110, but I sold it at 99 something. So
yeah, you can't time the market though. And I guarantee you next time Bitcoin hits 100, all those people that didn't sell at 100 this time are going to be like, now's my chance. Now's my chance to collect profits. And we'll see a little bit of a sell-off there as well. It's just the psychology of how it all works.
That's really interesting. Do you think, okay, a final question for you, closing. Do you think we'll see a Bitcoin all-time high this year?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. That's the fun part. So I do think we both agree, we think it's a temporary correction, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
No. How can you say 100%? Just 100% that you think that, but you don't say 100%. 100% what? You just ate a green chili because you suck at the prediction in 1 week.
You know what? You suck at predictions.
But I never said I was good at it. I'm out of this market.
I never said I was good at it either. I don't know why you're attacking me.
Yeah, that's...
No.
Okay, now we're why are you attacking women? Why are you attacking women? This would be the next one.
You planned this dip. You paid all the influencers. You went into BlackRock and you said, Nish has to eat a chili. Just sell off whatever you can.
Yes, I pulled strings along the way. Yes, I call some people. Yeah, now it's going to be interesting to follow next week. But I'm glad we ended on a positive note that we both think there will still be Bitcoin all-time high this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to end and I'm going to put the Indian theme song again under it.
At this time, maybe we can do like mariachi band.
Oh, I'll make a new one? A mariachi band? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll create a new one with
Like the
Suno.ai.
cockroach.
That's great. All right, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching and listening for this really insightful podcast. A lot of graphs. We looked at a lot of Fibonacci curves. Really looked at the macroeconomic picture.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our newsletter. How many readers do we have now?
I didn't check.
How many subscriptions?
I don't know. I'm not really. I'll look after 10. If we make it to 10 episodes without having a huge fight, that's already like plus. That's sort of thing I said to you, right? There's like people, what is it? 90% of podcasters stop before they reach 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Something like this horrible stuff. And
How do I find the newsletter?
our newsletter?
Yeah.
It's insiders only. It's not. I didn't put you on the invite. No, it's on LinkedIn.
I subscribed. Well, I found the podcast, the newsletter. We're at 334 subscribers. So if you would like some
We've
tips,
lost one.
it was me.
You unsubscribed? All right. Thank you for listening and watching, and please like and subscribe. But I totally understand if you don't. Like I'm with you. Like,
yeah, we get it. No pressure. You do
we
you.
get it. You do you. Thanks. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.